Hi, in today's video, I'm going to share tips on some of the things that I like to do so I can remain productive even when I'm just completely drained out. In the world of entrepreneurship, burnout is real, and just being straight up, feeling tired is real. You definitely don't want your hard work to stall or even get lost due to burnout, as this will move you from being drained to being miserable. So let's start by acknowledging the truth that when you're in this low state, the best thing to do is quite the opposite of what being productive is. You have to slow down and allow yourself to heal and just allow yourself to be. If you're feeling this way, it's likely that you have high expectations of yourself and that you're feeling frustrated because you haven't showed up the way you wanted, or maybe others have high expectations of you. Maybe it's your workplace, your parents, or the people around you. Or perhaps you've been pushing yourself too hard, taking too much on your plate and just burning yourself out. Other times we may feel this way because we've had expectations of what the world should be or what our lives would look like, and when all that falls short, we fall short and lose our sense of control and perhaps don't even know how to handle that. Even the ugly side of society or the world, for example, the effects of the pandemic, the conflicts that are happening around the world, can be disheartening and cause a lot of us to feel unmotivated and exhausted. In terms of energy, it could mean that we've been operating too much beyond what the body and the mind can handle by focusing on being productive, achievements, external success, and having control of our lives. And now our bodies and minds are telling us that we need to surrender to just being, to go inwards, to slow down, to heal and love ourselves. And surrender is a key word here. We have to try and release our feeling of needing to be in control, release our expectations on ourselves, and accept ourselves as we are right now. And this is both hard and easy at the same time, because it can be hard to surrender, but on the other hand, it's easy because all you have to do is let go. There's no action needed, just inaction, relaxation. You can click on the link above or in the description below to watch a bit more of my video on burnout. So what do you do when you feel like doing nothing? The first thing is, of course, let yourself rest. Remove any and all pressure to be or do anything. Just exist. Stop putting any expectations on yourself, and understand that when you feel burnt out, your body and mind are depleted. Acknowledge that this is very normal and happens to a lot of us many a times. You need to let your body and your mind recuperate. Once you've given yourself rest and you're ready to take some action, start with baby steps. Again, release any pressure or expectations you have on yourself. Break down your tasks into the smallest and easiest bits that you can. Do the much that you feel you can at that time, and congratulate yourself for any small actions that you take. We tend to be ambitious and set these big goals for ourselves, but when we don't meet them, we feel like we failed and we end up feeling worse about ourselves. The better approach is to start small and build the momentum from there. Remember that a small effort is still an effort. By doing this, you take the pressure off and you start building the stamina to be able to do more. Note that once you're up and running, you have to learn how to balance your work and your rest. The truth is, we all have to push ourselves to a certain extent to get things done. That's the reality. But when you push yourself, you do need to rest. Your brain needs to rest. Your body needs to rest. We grow when we are resting. So make sure you use your time to balance between these two. And of course, don't use rest as an excuse to not get into action. The second thing is to focus on your top priorities. Once the pressure is off and you feel rejuvenated, you can break down your priorities to either top 2, top 3, or top 4 things that you'd like to accomplish. This works. I would recommend that you don't overwhelm yourself with too many things. Minimize your tasks. This really helps me to focus on the things that actually do matter and gets me moving forward towards whatever goals I have set in place. The key here is to simplify. Avoid complex planners and other methods that overcomplicate productivity. What you need at this stage is something simple that can easily be implemented, something that suits you and is easily integrated to suit your lifestyle and allows you to also accomplish other responsibilities without overstretching yourself. A simple way to help you accomplish this is to write down a to-do list, which I say a lot of the times. I love to write down my urgent top priorities of each day. And I do celebrate once I complete them. And then I move on to any additional tasks that would have been awesome to complete on the day. But I'm definitely not going to beat myself up if I don't complete them. The third thing is to have a routine. Create a routine that you love. Or if you already have one, try including self-care activities in your schedule that makes you feel good and makes you want to wake up to another day of work. This could be activities like exercise. Perhaps you're someone who likes to pray or meditate. You could be someone who relaxes by reading a book or even talking on the phone with a family member or a friend, perhaps going for a drive to your favorite sport. Many examples. So I just recommend that you find a healthy routine and adapt to it easily, because the more we get our bodies and minds into a regime, the easier it is to accomplish more efficiently and productively. Just do not underestimate the power of a routine. However, remember, you don't have to be so rigid with your routine every second of the day. You should not beat yourself up if you fall off a little bit, because as I said earlier, this could lower your morale and we don't want you to lose the pace that you've worked so hard to set. If you're a very routine person, then spice up a little bit to cushion you from boredom, because you don't want to feel like every single day is the same. You eat the same stuff, you're doing the same thing at exactly the same time. So try and change things up a little bit so that you don't feel like you're living the same life over and over again every single day. The fourth thing to do to be productive is to revisit your vision. Look at your vision or create your vision if you haven't done that already. And I recommend creating a model day, a model week, and also a model year. Basically, this is an ideal day in your life. What would that look like? And it could be totally far-fetched from what it is right now, but think about how you want to feel, what you want to be doing with your time, and try to start maneuvering your current life into that as much as possible. Put yourself in the big picture of your life and think about how these moments make such a difference. You don't have to make gigantic vision boards to put yourself in the big picture of your life. You can probably find photos that inspire you, or even go and drive around that neighborhood that you would love to live in. Perhaps you can go and walk through your dream model home. The essence is to put yourself and your future self in a vision. The fifth way to boost productivity is to celebrate your wins. Find gratitude in every little thing. Get specific about all the small things in life that you're grateful for. It could be something as simple as making your bed after not making it for a week. That could be a win for you if that's something that you consider important in your life. It could be that you ate healthy food instead of snacking all day. This is definitely a win. Probably you were able to upload an extra YouTube video this week. Yay, that's a win. Therefore, count your wins and find some way to document them. Writing or recording those fun-filled moments that you had with family and friends, or anything that makes you feel appreciative and fulfilled, can be helpful for productivity. For example, when you document your wins and then at a certain time you happen to have one of those low days, you can go back and look at all the awesome things that you have accomplished. And that helps you realize that you're taking the steps that you need to take and that you are moving in the right direction. This also uplifts your spirits and is a good way to motivate you back into action and hence back into being productive. Therefore, baby steps are still steps and they still move you forwards. Do not miss out on your wins simply because you're looking out for these massive turning points, which often, the truth is, they do not happen without the small wins. And that's it, guys. In summary, I have said to stay productive, I recommend to let yourself rest, determine your priorities, have a routine that you follow, make it a habit to revisit your vision, and always celebrate the small wins. And with that, I hope you have a productive week. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you again.